CCP invasion, Border Patrol catches 13,000 Chinese migrants, and the numbers climbing. And I think Biden got this. The reason why the border is wide open is to get some of the CCP into this country. It's crazy. Borders wide open. We got people from hundreds of countries literally just walking across the border unchecked, and it's mind blowing to why Biden is not doing anything about it, unless you study this stuff and you know that this invasion is on purpose. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this disturbing news here. Is the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP, invading the U.S.? The number of Chinese migrants entering the U.S. this fiscal year has increased more than 1,000%, with a significant number of them being military-age males. See, and they try to pretend like, oh, it's women and children and all this. No, the majority of the people coming across this border are military-age men. Crazy. And more than one expert has suggested this could be a military invasion of the CCP, with CCP plants exploiting the border crisis to enter the United States. With the CCP becoming increasingly aggressive and hostile towards the U.S., the Biden administration should be increasing national security, not facilitating the border crisis. I mean, we got proof that the Border Patrol is actually helping get these people across the border here. They got caught on walkie-talkie and all this other stuff. It's crazy. But Breitbart reported June 10th that since the beginning of fiscal year 23 on October 1st, 2022, Border Patrol agents alongside the U.S.-Mexico border apprehended nearly 13,000 Chinese migrants. The number represents a more than 1,000% increase in migrants from the communist regime when compared to the previous year's totals. And approximately 84% of the migrants from PRC, or People's Republic of China, are single adults. After processing by the Border Patrol, most are released and pursue asylum claims in the United States. So how do we know that they aren't with the CCP? You know, the previous on-the-scene report showed that hundreds of the Chinese migrants are military-age men. Dr. Kenneth Allard, a retired Army colonel, former intelligence officer, and former dean of students at the National War College, told Breitbart that the CCP is likely exploiting the Biden administration's weakness and the southern border crisis. Quote, totalitarian governments like China are great exploiters of opportunity, Dr. Allard explained. They recognize weakness and capitalize on it immediately. What we are seeing reflects a deliberate policy choice by the regime. He added of Joe Biden that, quote, it's obvious he's not entirely in control at present. And at present, China realizes that as well. But I'm going to go a step further. And it's not that China realizes the border is wide open. I think China is telling Biden to let the border be wide open. I think China bought and paid Biden, and they own Biden, and they told this man to leave this border wide open so they could sneak troops in. That's what I believe is going on. But Allard is not only a former intelligence officer, but former special assistant to the Army Chief of Staff, is worried at how little intelligence seems to be gathered on the influx of Chinese migrants. Breitbart added, quote, with what little information that is retrieved from the migrants would indicate most are fleeing the representative regime due to the after effects of extreme COVID-19 lockdowns imposed by Xi Jinping government. Another reason cited by the migrants is the negative economic effects of China's strict COVID-19 policies regarding the exportation and importation of goods. And this is understandable if it's true, but it is also understandable that the U.S. should aim to help Chinese dissidents escape the oppressive CCP, though not by leaving the border wide open, but to emphasize Allard's point, does the Biden administration make any effort to find out if and how many of the migrants are possible CCP plans? And I say the answer to that is no. Like I said, I think Biden is bought and paid for by the Chinese government, and they told Biden to leave that border wide open so they could sneak in CCP communist military age men. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.